Right, plug the ECU in. Are we online? Oh, crap, I just put fuel everywhere. Right then, children, we have a bit of a problem. So if I put the car on, take note of the fuel level. See the fuel level? Just slightly above the red, which means there's only a little bit left in the tank. However, I am certain that there's probably more like 40 to 50% of fuel in that tank, because I put about 30 quid worth of fuel in earlier and I haven't been very far in it. So I think my float is stuck in the tank. That's my first instinct. I don't like that float anyway. It's like a hangover from the Focus wiring, or the original tank. So I'm gonna get that changed. I've bought a new float. It's a linear one or a vertical one now, rather than a arm that goes up and down that can get caught. So I think it's got caught at the bottom, showing me the wrong fuel level. So I'm going to change that anyway, and then if there's any bigger problems, I'll fault find. I'll see if I can find what the problem is. Either way, I can't live with that fuel gauge not being correct, because I have run out of fuel already in it. So hopefully this should be a nice easy change. It's two parts. It's one new float of right length, a 2-pin connector. Take this up, get the covers off, pull the old one out, cut it off, make a new hole for this one, and wire it up. Oh, and then go into the computer to fix the resistance levels and work that out. Right, I got the sender out. This was, I think, stuck down there, but who knows? Either way, it doesn't matter. This is the culprit. I think this is the problem. I will check it out, see if it works. So I'll put it at 0, and I've got power back on. So if I put the car on. Oh, give it a minute. Right, there you go. Oh no, maybe it wasn't that. That's still at the wrong place. If we go and make it full, does it change? Does it change? Does it? Oh, it does change. Maybe it was that. Just needs a bit of calibrating. Either way, we know that that works. Let's put it halfway, just to see if it works. Yep, there you go. Halfway. So the gauge works. The calibration is slightly out on the gauge, but it works because it goes from full to empty. But I'm still not happy with it, so I'll just I'm gonna change it to this one. So I'm looking at the top of my sender unit here, and I can't go here because there's a bar. So that bar is roughly about there. I did have a post here for the positive, that's why it's red. And I got a hole here for the current sender plug. And I'm not bidding this because this cost me like 40 quid. So I'm going to take that off, and then this is the gasket for the new one. I think if I put it right about there, I can get rid of those two holes with a new bigger hole. And yeah, this will fit in that spot then, somewhere around there, maybe. It's going to be tight, but I think it'll be okay. So that's what I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to take this out already taken that out. I'm going to take this out and then I'm going to drill a hole for this somewhere around there. Or I'm going to mark it first and see how it goes. Right, there we go. There's my hole. There's my new studs. I've made a mark there. That's my really bad plus sign, and my minus sign hasn't moved. So I know that's positive and that's negative. Fuel feed hasn't changed, and then I've just got my, I wonder if I can show you in there. No, you can't really see, but let's see if I can get a torch. Right, there you go, there's a torch. Right, you can kind of see, there's the, can I do that? Nope, that, or that. There you can kind of see it. So there's the pump, right there. And the sock sits in the little sump, and we've got the return goes right into the feed. So now this should just go in there. Focus, please. Thank you. And give me the level. I do need to trim a bit off here first because it won't quite fit next to that. But we'll so I'll trim that off. Then we'll put my new plugs on. Cut this off. Put my new plugs on, and then we'll calibrate it to make sure that it's at the right level. Oh, I've got to put the box back in here as well. Right, plug the ECU in. Are we online? Oh, crap, I just put fuel everywhere. Right, try again. Put it on. That's better. ECU online, and I have a, I think it's in here, user table for fuel level. It's currently at 100%, so I need to recalibrate this. So, oh, the dash, yeah, it's currently showing 100%. So to recalibrate this, I just need to pick halfway. So we know where 0 is. I know where 100% is, and now I just need to pick halfway and then calibrate that, and then we should have a working fuel system again. What I want here is fuel, user can fuel level. Can't remember what I called it. Either way, let's go and test it. So what we've got here is the CAN input for input 7, which is my fuel level. It's currently at 283, 284. So if we move to the back of the car and move this all the way down, so 284 is full, and whatever it is now is empty. We've got an empty fuel tank, which is good. It's currently 14. So in our table, we need to find a way to do this with less than one hand. So in our table, we need to set the top one as 284. The bottom one as 14, and we need to I think it's right click or control click. No, is it shift click? Yes. Oh, shift click, right click, rescale axis. There you go. Yeah, okay, we'll have that. There you go. So that's my new rescaled axis. Now I need to find halfway. So halfway on the halfway in this weird fuel tank is 120 mil up from the bottom. So if I put my rule there, and if that's the bottom, we want to move this to 120 mil. Even though it's, oh no, it's 90. No, please hold, I need to do some math. So the math turns out at roughly 160 mil from the bottom, so that's halfway. That means this will go just as quick as this. I need to find out where on this float the sort of middle is, so I'm just going to put it in some fuel now, and then I'll set that point on the float to 160 mil, and that'll be our halfway point. Okay, turns out that it is actually pretty much bang on half and half. So if I put yeah, the bottom is roughly there, and we only need to be rough here, we don't have to be mad, but halfway along the float is at 160 mil. So let's go and see what that number is on here. The number in the so the CAN value is 200, and let's go with 18. So back in the user table, halfway between 40, oh no, we'll just use this, is it? Halfway between 284 and 14 is, it is 135, so somewhere by here is halfway. So we need to get that down here somewhere, because currently our gauge is showing as more than half full. So how would I do that? So between here. I need this to be, let's just call this 52 and call this 48. And let's see if we can do that and interpolate vertical. And if we go from here to there and do interpolate vertical again, there we go. Oh no, I've done it the wrong way. Now we've got 75%. So I need to do it the other way. Let's try and work this out. Oh, I've worked it out. So it's basically where the little thing is. So this dot here, that's halfway. So if I go from here to the top and interpolate that, bam. So now we've got 100 to 88 to 75 to 63 to 51, and then this lot down here from 49, interpolate that to, interpolate vertical, changed all the numbers. There you go. So that's my range. So at 284 I've got a full tank. At whatever this number is here, 227, that didn't match up though, did it? Because our can value was 281 at halfway. Oh no, I suppose that could work. 281. Oh yeah, it's about there. Yeah, sorry, my bad. So yeah, between 213 and 227 is about halfway, which is right because it's 218 or 219. So 213 I've gone for 49. 227 I've gone for 51. I could do further maths to make this right, but I can't be bothered. And then 284 is full, 14 is empty, so this should be a linear motion going down here because the tank is bigger at the top than it is down the bottom. Let's see if that works. The good news is I've got it set to halfway, and the fuel tank is bang on halfway, so that works. Now let's move it 3/4, probably about there somewhere, and oh, just a little bit over 3/4. Yeah, that'll do. And if we go down to about 1/4, which is probably about there somewhere. Yeah, just a little bit more than 1/4. That'll do me. So that's that's this ready to go back in. I can just I need to put this back on the plug, but once that's on, I can put this. Oh, don't lose the screw. I can put this in there, and we're all good. I'm on, I've got about, what's that? Let's call it 45% fuel, which kind of makes sense because I actually ran out of fuel because of that gauge, and then I put 10 litres of can fuel in, and then I put 30 litres, was it 30 litres? No, 30 pounds worth of fuel in, which is, hold on, let me work that out. So just done some maths, and it's 164 for momentum, which is what I put in the car. 164, so 30 pounds divided into £1.64 gives me about 18 litres. 18 litres add to the 10 that I had in here previously. That means I've got roughly 28 litres. The tank is 60 and a bit. So that would put me right about halfway full. And we are halfway full. So I reckon that's working. Only one way to find out really is go and fill it up and go and use some fuel. And what's the best way of burning fuel? By turning it into noise. Yep, it's finally time to put it back on the dyno. See what it actually makes this time round with proper fuel management, with proper boost management, engine management, all that jazz. Next week, next video, it's dyno time. Proper map being put on the car. Performance vehicle engineering, don't miss it. Already giving you a teaser. That's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Ciao.